Welcome to U.S. Immigration TV. By way of background, of course, elections have consequences. And the Democrats have now won. They have the majority in the House, Senate, and presidency. In fact, I have already done a video on what this could possibly mean now that the Democrats have won. But recently, Vice President-elect Kamala Harris appeared on the Spanish language channel Univision and provided more details of what to expect in connection with immigration reform under a Biden administration. Now, what are some of the proposals? It's very exciting because she is talking about possible amnesty for the 11 million undocumented immigrants in the U.S. Now, in this video, I'm going to go through some of these proposals she discussed and what that could possibly mean to you. Well, what are some of the proposals she discussed? First is granting immediate green cards to DACA recipients and those holding TPS. Well, DACA is deferred action for childhood arrivals, meaning the children who had come here when they were under 16 years of age. Temporary protected status is where the U.S. government granted temporary protected status to people from certain countries who were unable to return to those countries either because of, let's say, civil war or because of natural disasters such as earthquakes or hurricanes or typhoons. Some of the Central American countries have TPS as well as some African countries. So first of all, green cards for DACA and TPS. Next one is very exciting, a pathway to U.S. citizenship for the approximate 11 million undocumented immigrants within 8 years. Now, back in 2014, there had been an earlier proposal to grant citizenship after 13 years, but she apparently is saying, no, let's make it 8 years. And we have to see the details of that. What that may require, based on the previous proposal, is that undocumented immigrants have to, for example, register with the U.S. government, pay taxes, pay back taxes, abide by the laws, and then eventually, in 8 years, they could become U.S. citizens. Another one is she emphasized a radical departure from Trump's harsh immigration policies. She stresses that the Biden administration's immigration plan will be smarter and more humane.
These are some of the things that we're going to do in our immigration bill, and we believe it's a smarter and a more humane way of approaching immigration.
Which is a relief, because we all know that Trump emphasized enforcement and with his immigration bans, preventing people who follow the rules from immigrating. She's going to be changing that. They're also going to start adding more immigration judges, especially at the border, to adjudicate asylum claims and also to reduce backlogs in immigration courts. Sometimes people have to wait years before they can get their day in court. So right now, we don't know the details. So make sure that you continue to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because as the developments happen, we will report them to you. So what can you do now? First of all, I did an earlier video about preparing for Biden's amnesty, and I gave some tips which are typically the types of requirements and documentation needed for any kind of amnesty. And I invite you to go back and view that particular video, such as gathering documents concerning your date of entry and your continuous residency there. There's more details there. You or your relatives, perhaps who are U.S. citizens, can write to your senators or members of Congress urging them to vote for such a bill. And I know that with the Democrats having won, they campaigned on this platform of a more humane approach to immigration. And I think hopefully the Republicans will now start joining in, because in the past the Republicans were opposed to immigration. They favored the wall and restrictions. But now, with the Democrats winning and in power, there can be new hope. And let's hope that this proposal can become law. And if you believe you are qualified, I would recommend that you seek the advice and representation of an attorney, because you want to make sure you are qualified. Maybe you have things in your past that need to be addressed, such as perhaps fraud or some crimes or other possible inadmissibilities, meaning making you ineligible for green cards. See how those issues can be addressed and solved. The attorney can help you package your paperwork, make sure it is complete, and it greatly increases your chances for success. Once again, this is, for me, exciting news. It is showing that the new administration is coming in with a positive and humane approach to immigration, which is completely the opposite of Trump. So keep watching this channel, and I will keep you informed of these developments. I'm Michael Gurfinkel, and this is U.S. Immigration TV.